4 material, but the fact is you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. Bringing him out to number 1 pick in 2015, a former league leader in passing. It's Jameis Winston.
And how do you really build on setting a new NFL record last week? I'm not sure you can. What we saw out of him might go down as his single greatest performance in an NFL uniform. What he can do, and we'll try to do here, is carry that momentum from last week into this week and go get them another win.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. We've set it downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Running the counter, Allen. The defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
So 1st down from the 41.
Get it!
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
Bass now to kick this away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On the play fake, Winston. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This is Allen on second. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Ready?
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Washington left side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And this slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Vaughn running dead ahead. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So that brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Winston. Brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there.
And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants trim the lead to 1. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Has this at the 6. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. It's McLaurin downfield. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe.
And the Commanders' first down.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Motioning left is their running back. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. The Commanders ready for the punt. Turpin back deep to return. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Giants and Jameis Winston ready to go once again on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. And he's going to have them up to that 23. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
And the Giants first down.
Here's Winston, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, you better be ready for some contact. That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th. We've set it down from 37. Working from the gun. Here's Winston. Buys time, rolling right. Cut by Deebo Samuel. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long. They send it out wide to Samuel. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. 3rd down at 4 now. This is the 7th play of this drive. From the gun, ETN gets it. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. They're going for this. That is caught. He's got Brown. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Complete right side to Washington. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
First down. Ready. An 8-yard pickup. And the
Buffalo left side, caught by Brown. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Turn his TV off.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready. 3, back to the 5 behind.
From the red zone on 1st. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants break the tie here in the 1st. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Commanders take over first and 10.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go. Catch the Eagle.
This one set up for Daniels. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. Big shot sends him to the ground. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
It's second and 8.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll have it second and 8.
Lying.
Play fake here. Daniels connects on the crosser. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
And the Washington first down.
Now Daniels to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10
Third and long. They're going to throw. It's caught by McLaurin. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
28 yards.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. Dropped by the first guy he had. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up second and 9.
They send a man in motion. This is Eckler on second. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
He's brought down.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a microwave.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support. You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Bass's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Jukes away from 1. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Giants and Jameis Winston ready to go once again on offense. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Yaya Diaby brings him down. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Shotgun snap now to Winston. Completed over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that outfield strike. Well, if early results hold here today, partner, it would appear that this guy's in store for a busy game. They've already made it a priority going his way.
They always want to get a guy this talented the ball early, right? Just get him in confidence, get him in rhythm. But this game lines up well against this defense, who right now has got no answers for his game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Winston now. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35. To throw, here's Winston. Trying for the touchdown. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. It took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
Up the middle, here goes Allen. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Everybody rushing back to the line.
And the Giants, 1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down.
In the red zone now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
Ready. Easy. Blue ready. Easy.
Now a give to Allen, running right. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
New York. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Giants drive their lead to 11. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's a return from the 7. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. First call here coming from the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Daniels from the pistol. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
Loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Fielded just beyond his 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Giants and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And in the closing stretch of this season, right now he is poised to finish as the league leader in receiving yards. Completed left side to Samuel. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, New York.
Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Receiver gets it again. Man, they're keeping him busy. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants make it a 3-possession game. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants push their lead to 18.
Commanders 10.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They'll start this series with an option left. There's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
34-yard line.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Good for a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This will give here. It's Eckler. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Fits it through the middle. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Commanders make it an 11-point ball game.
Commanders 17.
Bass now to kick this away. Turpin with a return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. And when he reached 1,000 yards, it was a mark of a great season already, right? But this is rising to something else now. He's starting to get up to the stratosphere that only the greatest seasons reach. And it's 1,500 yards for him after that last carry. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Here's Winston to the air. Out wide to Brown. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. We've set it downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Winston, first and 10. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. To throw again on second down. Winston. Throw over the middle, cut by Brown. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Winston. Throw right side. He's caught by Samuel. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, they give to Brown. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Throwing is Winston. Looking for He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's fourth down.
They're going to try to throw for it. Has some room to work. Catch made. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Winston now off the play fake. Forced out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Giants boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it! The Commanders have it! There he goes on the right side! The 40! But after all that running, nothing comes of it. He's taken down deep on the other side of the field and will get nothing more than blocked extra points. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. Daniels on first down. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be pushed out up here. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Washington first down. They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times can't get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Daniels is going to throw again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It moves to second and 10.
To throw again, it's Daniels. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Daniels throwing on third. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. And Bass's kick is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Shotgun snap now to Winston. Finds him on the slant. Just before halftime, you get a timeout, take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes the offense from Washington to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. Dumps this one off to Eckler. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. Out of the gun, Daniels. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and long for Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Washington Commanders 1st down.
Daniels from the pistol. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he gives himself up after a short gain. 8 runs to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He finds Eckler out of the backfield. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Commanders 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
I'm not flying.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
Let's go now.
Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Again, Daniels to the air. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Giants and Braylon Allen back out on offense again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Here's Winston to the air. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like you just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Working from the gun. Here's Winston. Completed over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
A gain of 10
All
yards.
set now. First and 10.
And the Giants first down.
Throwing is Winston. Flush out now to his left. Now here he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That's another Giants first down. First and goal.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone, and someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
Ready.
Winston now off the play fake. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
It's now third and goal.
Blue ready. Come on. Switch. White. Sonic. Flip. Stop.
Here he goes, third and long. And oh, he got it! Interception! Xavier Watts picks it. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Running back sends in motion.
43-yard line.
They'll send him over right. On first down, here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. Big man showing up the yards. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Commanders tie this game up. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Turpin with a return. In the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Giants and Braylon Allen back out on offense again. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Oh, Winston lost the football. And the Commanders get to it first.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? They freed that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
And they had this down to the 11 before being marked down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
In the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Daniels back to throw. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 41. Giants 34.
Bass now to kick this away.
Set to kick off.
Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Giants take over.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers.
Ready.
1st down. Here's Allen. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
On the play fake, Winston. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
They'll go play action. Rolling out to his left. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Shotgun snap now to Winston. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. There's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Winston looking to throw. His running back rolls it in deep right. They managed 22 on the run. Dan Quinn pretty confident that they missed something there. He's going to challenge that call.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Giants 1st down. 1st and goal, New York.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong.
Ready. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Blue way. 30. Wait.
Back now, pressure coming. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd.
The kicker on for the point after.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Has this at the 6. And dodge the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Commanders.
Hands off to Eckler out of his own read. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Pete, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. QB keeping this one. Turn into the option on 3rd and short. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. He fields this at the 18. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Now here comes the New York offense. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. New set of downs for him from the 31. Going wide receiver run to start this series. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
The play clock runs out, so this will be a delay.
Delayed game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Ready. White 25.
Running it after the penalty. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Commanders in the dime set for this third down. Here's Winston. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Ready. White, black 22. Easy. Hey. Dive on the 50. Green, triple C. Let me go.
Looking to throw. Top by Washington, left side. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. So they go for it on 4th, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards. Here's ETN on 1st down. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Von Miller. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the fourth. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Straight ahead, it's Brown. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down. We're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Winston. Pulled in by his back. Scaboo. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. This is a designed run for Allen. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Allen. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 4th quarter lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 41.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one's complete right side. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Washington, 1st down.
Here's Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 3 now.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Kick the running back in motion. Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To the air again, Daniels. He put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. They'll send out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll try it left with Allen. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now a give to ETN running right. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. On 3rd down, here's Winston. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Driving forward with Scatterboot. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 1st down, and they go right back to him. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready? Back, 25, behind.
Winston now off the play fake. Finds Brown right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. New set of downs from the 37.
Down, New York.
Ready? Blue way. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Where's that?
They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause.
Ready? Blue.
Design bootleg here. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders have some new life in the 4th.
That's just a bad decision, Franklin. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did. Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
30-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Giants with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down.
Let's go now. Come.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's caught by McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
18. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19.
And the Washington 1st down.
65.
1st and 10 at the 19.
Going on 1st down, Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Official gives here. It's Eckler. Oh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. He's back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Let's go.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. The Giants and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. On the play fake. Winston. Looking to his fullback now. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. They've got 1st down here from the 36. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the backup, 1st throw. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they take him down right along the 30. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Back to throw it. Check this one down to ETN. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run. Pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. It's inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Wow, Brock, that is one of the longest runs I think we're going to see out of a fullback. And just can't get my mind around the fact that he outpaced those DBs long enough to reach the end zone.
You and me alike. That was a power lifter and power blocker becoming a sprinter. You know, I'm not sure if we stretch out further, he's going to hold on and score. But at that distance, oh, gosh, his teammates just love that TD.
Winston now bringing his guys up for this 2-point attempt.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. Daniels now on first down. On the move, hit it right. And this one does not go far. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the
gun, Daniels. Well, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
It's now 3rd down.
Looking to throw it. Has a man, it's Ertz. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He connects downfield. He is down at the 30-yard line. Looking quickly here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
For a Commanders first down. 1st and 10.
Daniels on first down. Going deep here for the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
On first down, this is Scatterbill. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going to pass it here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 53 yards. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Running with Scatterbill. And He has the Giants first down, and it's indeed a giant one, partner. That locks up this victory.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Giants first down. First and goal, New York.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants making a 3-score game in the 4th. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants grow the lead now to 22 points.
Commanders 41.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down. It's undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest.
Ready? 60 by 60.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. Special win for the visiting Giants. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.